How's it going, guys? Welcome to the review of the HGUC Gaza C Haman Karn custom. Now, let's just jump straight into this and go into the colors. Now, it comes molded in this very light pink and this kind of purplish, reddish, pinkish color, although it comes off more red than purple on the monitor, but it's pretty purple in real life. It also comes with clear green for the two sensors. This rubbery mustard color. These are actually soft and rubbery. And clear yellow for the beams right there. Now this is a fantastic kit. I'm just going to throw this out there, except for a couple of things. It's a bit fragile, and it has this thing, which is more of a design of the mobile suit than anything really, but I think it just looks weird. And it's the only thing that doesn't make this a perfect transformation, this being a transforming mobile, so you actually have to unpeg it. But I'm actually going to remove it for the review because it's really annoying because it sticks out. It gets in the way of everything. And another thing is the little hose on the back pops off all the time when you're trying to pose it. Now let's get into articulation right off the bat. Now the head doesn't rotate at all because it's lodged in there, and this whole thing, including that little lip, is part of the head, and it's really well detailed as well. But yeah, just a little wiggle. Oops. And the arms can easily rotate 360. They go up at this joint, which I think looks pretty cool. And this weird shield thing can rotate 360. It's supposed to for the transformation. Can wiggle a little bit, but I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Can rotate right here, above the elbow, sorry. And it can bend at 90, just below 90 degrees. Actually, quite a bit below 90 degrees. It's not like you're going to be posing this. It doesn't really have guns, except for that terrible cannon thing, which I hate. And the hands, it comes with one other hand, just an open hand for holding the cannon. I mean, I guess it could be just like a, I don't know, they call them like emotion hands or something when translated. You can use them for action poses or something. The waist, it can move, but it's more for the transformation. The side skirts can go quite a bit up. The front skirts can move quite a bit up. They come separated because of the huge gap between them. The back skirt, surprisingly, can actually move a little. Not too much. It's a bit floppy, but, you know, hey, whatever. Now the legs can go, up this far. It's pretty good. Back about that far. Also pretty good. And go almost do the splits. And we can swivel right below the hip. Now the leg bend, pretty nice. Not great, but I don't know what you would call that. It's pretty good though. God, this thing is hard to keep upright sometimes. It has a really nasty seam straight down the middle, which is pretty sucky. Now, this flap can move up and down. This one can't. And, yep, there are no flaps on the back. Now, the whole foot is on a swing mechanism, and I believe a ball joint, so you can get some pretty nice side to side and great forward and back. Now each toe has two joints, one here and one here, including this one, which is pretty nice, but that's still, you know, more for the transformation. And speaking of it, let's jump right in. So the first thing is you have to unlock these shoulders to make them rotate. So by doing that, you pull out like that, and you rotate the whole arm up. And I also rotate these binders at the same time. And I pull the fists out and replace them with these covers. Like that. Now, these covers can be a bit annoying to take out afterwards, but whatever. Not a big deal. And then you rotate them around and point them back. Now, you take the backpack with the tail fin that moves, which I forgot to mention, and you carefully wiggle it up and on top of the head, so it will look like this. And then you start pulling up on the waist, and then you lock it in so that little tooth gets into that notch, and you bend it forward so the waist is down at a 90-degree angle. Then you rotate the legs 180 degrees. Oops, that never happened before. And bend the legs about 90 degrees, and then you just pose the feet like that. That's weird. Never happened to me before. Pick that in. And that is the transform mode. It's pretty unique. It looks kind of like a bird of prey swooping in to, grab something, like, and then, I don't know. I didn't watch Double Zeta. I don't think I ever will watch Double Zeta because I hate the Double Zeta Gundam. It looks terrible. Now, one thing to be careful of, right here, this joint there likes to come apart a little bit. And when you do, when you're transforming it back, it has to sit completely flush, or else the waist will be weird. It'll either stick out or go here, and it'll constantly flop around and be terrible. So you have to make sure that this is squeezed together and it can sit flush before transforming it back. Now, final thoughts on this are, you should get this. It's a really nice kit, although I think the major turnoff for most people is the way it looks, the colors. Yeah, I could see that. That's why I'm planning on painting it. I don't know if I'll get around to painting it, but if I do, I'll definitely make a showcase on it. And another thing is, yeah, people usually don't like the looks, but I didn't like the looks at first, and I ended up, liking them after a while. It's an acquired taste, I'd say. So, overall, I would say, if you can find this for cheap, like the average price, get it. If you see it at a markup, I would say don't, waste too much money on it. It's a good kit, but it's not worth too much money, because it has a couple of problems. But overall, I think, fantastic kit, and you should pick it up. Well, I guess I'll see you in the next video.